So this is kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? It may not be funny to you, but it's kind of funny to me. You know, so like I told you all, you know, I the first time I lived in Charlotte was in 2009, and then after that, lived in Atlanta for about 2.5, 3 years, and I came back as a recent in 2019 until now, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've experienced two different Charlottes, right? And I can't even imagine how it was prior to 2009. You understand? I've heard stories, you know, coming from Joe Sig and other people that are, you know, were born and raised here. You understand? So Charlotte goes through its phases, you know, as far as growth-wise. And I can honestly tell you in 2009, it's totally different from what it is, in 2021. And even 2019 when I first got here. The Charlotte that I know when I first got here in 2009, you know, prior to the massive, you know, gentrification that's going on in the city, you know, it was totally different. Uptown, for those that don't know, Uptown is like a kind of like a central area that everybody, you know, visits or have to come through that takes public transportation. The reason why I'm saying that is because of the fact that I'm trying to explain to you why Uptown was the way it was. And to a certain point, still is, right? So, Uptown is the main hub for the buses, you know, cat buses. And the Lynx train goes through Uptown and is connected to the main hub where all the buses meet. So you gotta think about it like this. All of the neighborhoods, all of the urban areas around Charlotte all kind of meet up in Uptown, across the street from the Charlotte Hornets Stadium. So you're bound to have somewhat of a problem over there because you're having different people from different areas of Charlotte, whether it's East Charlotte, North Charlotte, South Charlotte, West Charlotte, etc., and neighborhoods within those areas meeting all at one time. So just imagine that. A dude from East Charlotte running into a dude from West Charlotte in that area. So in 2009, it was totally different. I mean, they were in the process of building things, but I can honestly tell you that Ramir Park was like just dirt. You know, they were just building there. The high-rise condos that's around the apartments, I think they had two of them up. They didn't have what's that place called? Mellow Mushroom, South Boulevard, you know, and Southend. It wasn't really nothing there. You know, the only place that people would go to in that area, Southend, was that what is it, Chicken Coop or something like that, where you could get your fried chicken and all of that, right? Other than that, the area, and then South Boulevard, where that Harris Teeter is. I'm gonna give you a funny story of what happened to me today. But where's the Harris Teeter is at, and then all those condos or apartments, whatever you want to call them, straight down that strip going down from South Boulevard, like before you get to the Lynx train tracks, you know, once you cross over and go to the other side, it's like a one-way street. Before you get to that point, from that point, where your Wells Fargo, your Chick-fil-A and all of that, on down, before you cross the bridge over to go into Uptown, it was a ghost town. So that whole area over there, those are all new. The apartments, all of that is new. It's nothing but like 4 years old. Where the Harris Teeter was at, bear with me, I'm trying to explain something to you. Where the Harris Teeter was at, there used to be a store called Healthy Home Market. And this is where I met Joe Sig. You know, you understand? It's a funny story. I'll explain that to you all later. But just imagine going into a healthy home, like an organic store / restaurant, right? And you run into a dude with dreads and a bunch of tattoos. And we just kicked it off like immediately. You understand? Because he just looked out of place. But at the same time, he was in place, meaning that they hired him for a specific reason. The man is highly intelligent. He was a manager there, but that's another story, right? But anyway, that whole area wasn't nothing really down there. South Boulevard, South End, all of that, right? So it was really kind of hood. I remember, like, I almost got in a fight twice down there in that area. It used to be a Coca-Cola plant right there on the corner. When you cross over where the Wells Fargo is at, right there on that corner. Well, now, you know, you got Five Guys and you have the apartment buildings and stuff like that on the corner. That wasn't there. There used to be a Coca-Cola plant right there on the corner. All in that area was all hood. All hood. You would have people walking back and forth down South Boulevard, right on Remont Road. That area, like right where South Tryon is at the intersection of Remont and South Tryon on the right-hand side, there used to be, it was the all projects. I mean, half of it is gone. They're bulldozing the rest of it down. But that all used to be projects. That was all hood. So people will walk up Remont Road, across the railroad tracks, and shop and do whatever. I almost got in a fight twice up there because it was just hood. You understand? And I'm trying to explain something to you. So going into Uptown, it was hood. It was hood, like straight up. Like, you know, when the what's that joint called? The HBCU joint. You understand, the basketball joint that used to happen every February? I forgot the name of it. Damn. But anyway, it used to be this black event like the Final Four, and we used to have it, and it was here for about 10 years, right? And just about every year, somebody would get shot. Straight up. So somebody gets shot or something gets shot up or whatever. Like, during those times, 2009, between 2009, when I first got here, 2008, 2009, all the way up to about 2015, there was a lot of shit that happened in Uptown Charlotte. And I'm more than sure that people can break it down and talk about things that happened prior to 2009, 2008 when I first got here. You understand? But it was nothing to see fights in Uptown. It was nothing to see, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but white people get harassed, like, you know what I'm saying, and almost get their ass kicked because it was some old guy that wanted some money, and then the white person was like, I don't have it, and next thing you know, I've literally seen a woman snatch a white woman's purse out of their hand, talking about, you don't deserve this shit, and it's mine now. And this is the crazy part. Like, the reason why I'm saying that is to say this, because even though they clean up that area, you understand? Even though, like, you got the intersection West Trade, and in between West Trade and South, North Tryon, South Tryon, North Tryon, that intersection right there, where you got the black man with the hammer, and that corner right there where Bank America is at, and Omni Hotel and all of that, that used to be kind of grimy too. The only part that I like being over there is because they had the waterfalls. They don't have them now, the waterfalls, and then you had falls, and then you had like dudes that played chess all in that area. You know what I'm saying? That it was cool, but for the most part, it was kind of dangerous because people would just do stupid shit. And you know, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because it leads to this. It's like, I just think that if Charlotte was gonna gentrify the city, they should have did it all at one time. And then what they're doing is doing it piece by piece by piece by piece. And it's pushing out some of the black folks, but then the other black folks is left, and now the other black folks has this anxiety because they're like, well, damn, sooner than later they're gonna take my shit. And then the other black folks that had to leave, they come back every now and then, you know, to reminisce and shit. It's just a whole big mess. It's a whole big mess. And then you have like West Boulevard. The city's gonna take that over. We all know that, right? That's coming. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? West Boulevard runs into East Boulevard. East Boulevard runs into Providence and all that area. They're gonna take that. That's easy money. You know what I'm saying? They could take from Providence and go down to East Boulevard and go straight through West Boulevard and make that right on Grand Parkway, and that'll take you straight to the park, to the airport. So they're gonna take that area. That's a done deal. But for now, West Boulevard is still hood. So what happens is West Boulevard doesn't really have a grocery store. West Boulevard, Wilkinson Boulevard, they don't really have a grocery store. So what they have to do is they have to travel from that area all the way over to South Boulevard, because South Boulevard has Harris Teeter Food Line, right? Harris Teeter is the closest grocery store to West Boulevard in that whole area, West Charlotte, right? You're gonna see a whole bunch of shit happen in Harris Teeter. There hasn't been a time where I have been to Harris Teeter and there ain't been no bullshit going on. Take for example today. I forgot my water. I got an alkaline ionizer machine at home. Make the long story short, I forgot to, get my jug, right? So I had to go rush to Harris Teeter before I go to the gym to get a jug of water. I already made it to Uptown. Wasn't no point in turning back around because I forgot. So I go inside the grocery store. I'm not thinking nothing because it's early in the morning. Next thing I know, I hear this bigger black lady talking about something. I don't give a goddamn. This is off of South Boulevard, that new Harris Teeter, right? In that South Boulevard area. You know what I'm saying? The nice area where Max Speed Shop is at and that whole strip, right? I don't give a damn about no motherfucking white people, right? So I'm sitting here what is she talking about? So she's talking on the phone. It's MF this, MF that, right? So then she pulls, she picks some white lady that didn't know shit that was working at Harris Teeter. Come here for a second. Lady, white girls goes over there. She's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This black guy gonna try to tell me this and try to tell me, and then another black guy gonna talk about why I'm being so goddamn loud. And then they talking about the white man, this white man. And she was like, I don't give a fuck about no white man. I got white motherfucking friends. And white people ain't like that all the motherfucking time. And she just kept on going on and on and on. And she just brung a whole big ass crowd in the middle of the grocery store. And I'm sitting here here we go again. That wasn't prior to that, I walked in, I already told you all this. A dude was like, this happened a month ago. A dude was like, yo, just out loud, you stole that motherfucking shit. Black dude was talking about this white dude. Motherfucker, yo, man, it just be crazy shit happening in that grocery store. And that leads me to the point that I'm making for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. If Charlotte was gonna gentrify some shit, they should have just did it all at one time. But you're slowly but surely gentrifying Wilkinson Boulevard, which I will say this, I'll give you props to the city of Charlotte. It's about goddamn time for all you Charlotteans. You all know what I'm talking about. That infamous goddamn bump as you're leaving 277 and going into Wilkinson Boulevard before you get to Blackstone on the left-hand side, right? It was that bump that they had there for fucking 20 years. And I'm sitting here when are they gonna repair this shit? But I gotta give them their props. And the reason why they repaired it, because they're gentrifying Wilkinson Boulevard. But they're slowly but surely doing it. Slowly but surely doing Freedom Drive or Freedom Road. Betty's Ford, it's a done deal. From Johnson C. Smith on down, it's a done deal. But it's you're slowly but surely doing this. And while you're slowly but surely doing this, it's you're mixing in the two. And it's like oil and water. You only asking for trouble. For real, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all thought, just because you got rid of that corner right there of the intersection of Remont and South Tryon, you got rid of some of the people that was there. Nah, man, it's still people walking over and driving into, because from what I see, West Boulevard, there's no grocery store on West Boulevard. There's no grocery store on Wilkinson Boulevard. I may be mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's no grocery store on Freedom Drive or Freedom Road. So the only place that they can actually go to is that Harris Teeter or further down South Boulevard, which is Food Line. Or they may have to go to the Betty's Ford Food Line in that area, but that's too far. That's too far if you're living off of West Boulevard. All you got to do is just drive straight down West Boulevard, make that right on South Boulevard, go straight down, go past damn Max Speed Shop and all of that shit, and boom, you right there, Harris Teeter. Some people catch the damn bus and just walk down. You understand? But it's crazy. You know, the city is crazy. You know, I'm just glad that it's toned down a little bit, because for the most part, Uptown used to be crazy. It used to be crazy. Now, I'm going to tell you where it's crazy at so y'all can avoid it. Ramir Park at night. Ramir Park at night is crazy. It ain't like Piedmont Park in Atlanta. It ain't got to that point yet. But it gets crazy around Ramir Park, you know what I'm saying, at night, especially on the weekends. You understand? Like, it's a lot of... Yo, seriously, the reason why I like Charlotte, man, is because there are things that stand out and that I could sit here and tell you about. And if you live here and you go through these places that I'm telling you about, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know about, like the biker boys. Like the little kids that get on my fucking nerves. That gets on everybody's nerves because they come through the weekend and it's about 20 of them motherfuckers. They fuck up traffic. They doing popping wheelies in the middle of the street, all types of crazy shit. But this is the culture that I'm talking about. And things have shifted and changed. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you know what I'm saying? Like before, there wasn't no biker boys now. You know, excuse me, before, but now it is. You know, there wasn't no Ramir Park before, but now it is. So the culture's changed, and gentrification is slowly but surely like destroying black neighborhoods, and black people have somewhat of an animosity. I don't blame them. You understand? They're being misplaced. And then also, like, it used to be at one point in time that, you know, Uptown was a central place that everybody could meet up. Yeah, some shit happens. I ain't gonna lie, motherfucker get cut or get shot or something like that. But for the most part, it's still a safe environment, you know. But now it's not. You know, what's the joint where the bowling alley and all of that shit is? I forgot the name of that shit because it's been so long since I've been been up there. Right, connected to the damn bus joint, bus terminal, whatever have you. I mean, it's a dead issue. The pizza joint that used to be on the second floor, man, that shit is gone. I mean, they're literally gonna turn that into office spaces, like Joe Sig said. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be no more like clubs and bars and shit like that all in that area. Man, Uptown used to be a fun, nice place. You know, even though niggas get shot every now and then, but for the most part, it was still fun to be up there. Now it's kind of like hippie-ish, like, you know, if you're up there, you got to be a certain age. That's what bothers me the most. Like, I can't even hang out anymore. Like if you look like a fucking fool if you hanging out there, if you 35 on up, straight up, you looking like an idiot, straight up, because it's all youngins up there. But like I said before, gentrification hasn't like totally eradicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say the unwanted bunch, right? There's still, you know, crazy shit still be happening. White girls getting their hair pulled and somebody getting knocked the fuck out or some crazy shit happening on the weekends. That's what I'm trying to like you know, explain to people. Like, when people be talking about Charlotte or whatever, I ain't the one to be kind of like bigging up a city. That's not me. You understand? Like, I big up myself, but I don't big up no city. The reason why I talk about Charlotte like that is because, like, it's a small, large city. You know what I'm saying? And it has character to it. You know, and everybody that comes here, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know certain places where to go and where not to go. And you just know that Charlotte is laid back, but at the same time, that shit could get crazy. Shit could get crazy down here. You understand? And you just got to watch yourself. You know, you got to be aware of your surroundings. And shit could happen at any given time. You know what I mean? Like, you could be in an IKEA store and some shit could pop off. You could be in South Park Mall and some shit could pop off. You could be in Ballantyne and some shit can pop off. It's just not one of them cities that, true indeed, it ain't no New York, it ain't no Atlanta, it ain't none of that shit. But don't try to take away the heart of the city. You see what I'm saying? Don't try to act like you could come up here and you could say, I put it to you like this. I said this before. Just imagine a bunch of little babies walking around here. Excuse me, let me take that back. I'm sorry. The baby walking around here. Like the same, I'm telling you, this is my word. The same way the baby acts, it's about 1 million motherfuckers that act like that. And taking heed, the baby don't bother nobody. But once you bother him, it goes from 1 to 10. That's my word. That's how Charlotte is. I've seen it 1,000 fucking times. Live in color, right there, like, oh shit, no, don't do it. Next thing you know, boom, it happens. And you know what's so funny about it? is not only does it happen in the black community, you understand? White people be knocking motherfuckers the fuck out too. Not this past New Year's, the year past like 2020, yeah, 2020. When it turns 2020, I seen a bunch of motherfucking white people get knocked the fuck out. New Year's Eve. So this is what's so crazy about it. It ain't just black people knocking people the fuck out. It ain't just black people high as shit, smoking weed, drinking, and doing all that crazy fuckery. It's white people doing it too. That's why I'm trying to explain to you. Like, you gotta be down here to see it. You gotta be down here to understand it, to comprehend it. Like, people are not afraid of the cops down here. Not to say that the cops are punks, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying people just feel as though that Charlotte is just like this Disneyland and they get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And that's how the city is. Even to a certain extent, I be doing dumb shit. I'll fuck around and make a U-turn in front of in the intersection while it's on red lights. While I'm like, I know the light is red as hell. But that's just the type of energy that Charlotte gives you. When you feel as though you invincible. That man, please. You know how many wrecks I've seen? You know how much shit I've seen here? And it's just normal. I'm dead ass. Like, somebody get knocked the fuck out, we like, damn, you got knocked. Now I'm late for work. Then it's normal shit. Straight up. Now in Uptown it's kind of not normal, but because they clean that shit the fuck up. But other than that, it's normal. And then, of course, I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna give you all a secret. White people gonna be mad at me. Business, corporate white people that work in Bank of America and Wells Fargo. This is how they avoid the Negroes. And I'm about to get on out of here after that, right? So they got walkways that's connected. Not walkways, I forgot what they call them, but they got walking things that's connected from building to building to building, and then eventually it leads to a parking deck. Or it's connected and it leads to the Lynx train. So they don't have, while I'll say it, while niggas is arguing and fighting and all that shit, they looking down as they walking across the bridge, the bridge that connects from one building to the next. Yo, I'm telling you, that's what white people, and then they have, that's my word. If you don't believe me, check it out. Do your due diligence, your research. They have underground tunnels that lead to different places too. Yo, man, Charlotte is, when people be saying Charlotte is boring and Charlotte is this, I'm like, man, these motherfuckers do not do any type of research. If you did some type of research, you'll just see just how fascinating the city is and how unique it is. You understand? And how funny people are here. But, hey, listen, I just wanted to, do some type of video that had a little humor to it instead of being so serious all the time. But everything that I just said, I wasn't embellishing on the truth whatsoever. It's just a fact. This is how Charlotte is. And it is what it is. It's not trying to be New Jersey. It's not trying to be New York. It's not trying to be Atlanta. It's not trying to be Chicago. It's not trying to be... Charlotte is being Charlotte. I'm dead ass serious. Like, the natives here, they not trying to be like this person or that person. They don't give a fuck about no other place but where they live at. That's my word. Out of everywhere that I've been, I've never seen a group of people like the Charlotteans. Ever. Everybody's always trying to act like everybody else. But the Charlotteans, the people that were born and raised here, they not trying. They just being Charlotte. That's it. That plain and simple. Hey, man, leave a comment in the comment section. If you like the video, push the thumbs up, like. Put your notifications on. I'm gonna sound just like a regular YouTuber. Don't forget your notifications. And what else did I forget? Oh, subscribe, and I can't say what else. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, share the video. Take it easy. Peace.